Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
We are not our homes. We are our family. And our little spooky family here can get through anything together.
I missed you, Ileana.
Focus, Robbie. Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it, can you?
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me, what side of the road do transients drive on?
Just have the hell ride full of diesel and ready.
The hell ride doesn't take diesel. It's fueled by the screaming soul energy of the unavenged, the wronged, and the betrayed. And trust me, the hell ride's topped off.
Okay, that was pretty badass, Robbie. More chit-chat. I'm gonna wait near Magic.
Last thing we need is to dive straight into the Hydra nest without a plan.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, war journal number 47 is my favorite. So when you were surrounded by Hydra troops in that transient cemetery, did all that stuff really happen? Where you bounced the shield off the tombstones and took out like 10 elite troops?
No.
Oh, so you made it up?
No, I cut out the more unbelievable parts. Lots of redacting. Truth was way crazier.
I knew it!
Let's discuss. But first, the mission.
Right, the mission. Good call, Captain America.
You enjoyed calling me Captain America, didn't you?
Yes, a little too much. I'm kind of a big fan.
Okay, well, welcome to Midnight Sun's new game, Plus Express Edition. We had an interesting previous stream, which had been segmented into 3 parts, and so I had to cut a little bit, like about a minute's worth of conversation from a previous campaign into it, slip it into it, so the dialogue was complete. So if you view that portion, and there's a sudden change in the way people look or dress, it's only brief and then it comes right back. But you get the whole story. And being a character-heavy game, you don't want to miss a word. Oh, I actually managed to get in here. How about that?
Hello, my sweet girl.
It's very hard to get in here when everybody's interacting over here.
Hello.
Good morning, Agatha. Okay, let's see if we can get past...
We must not leap to conclusions or confrontations.
Yeah, I'm creeping behind you because I got a prompt. Is it Friday yet? Join a hangout with Dr. Strange that he loves. Well, you have to ask for it next time it's Friends Night, hey? You know what? I mean, we're going to be doing all kinds of things, but we do need you to have that little heart over your head. And nothing like working out or video games or swimming. And we might be able to get you something. Anyway. Let's see what we can do for him. Let's see.
We have to take the fight to Hydra. Maybe we can catch them unprepared.
Many mystical forces draw from the dark ley lines running through Transia.
Hey,
Hi. You don't mind if I extricate myself from this spot? I did say extricate. So you guys are really...
Back to Eastern Europe? Maybe I can finally get some decent pampushka.
Now, the whole reason that they're all here is because the new chapter for the campaign started, and this is actually the first time when you don't have New Game Plus that you suddenly have Transia as a selection as another country. So far, you've unlocked the American Southwest, and now you finally unlocked the third location. So this is a big deal. Of course, we've had Transia since the beginning because we have New Game Plus, and we did have that carried over. Yay. Now,
Transia? Never heard of it. Do they have burritos?
No. Okay, let's go do our stuff. You know, we could always tear them away. And of course the DLCs are kind of out of the loop here. So if you look on the map, you probably see, well, Wolverine wants to talk, interesting. But Storm is sunning herself, and you've got Deadpool and Eddie Brock working out. Okay, alright. We'll talk to Wolverine soon. Hold on. Let me get my little sparks of stuff.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
Now the truth is going to come out! You'll see! You'll all see! Oh, poor guy. Look at him. His animation's missing. I have a lot of stuff here. I just haven't... You know, a lot of this stuff, when you start, you don't get all the choices, so... Okay, so let's get this going. Let's start doing these things in like order. You know that in another day we'll have a special one anyway. Improve awards from salvaging abilities. Cosmic inspiration. Through the mists of the cauldron, I can see glimpses of what is, what might be. I can aid you, Hunter, if you heed me. Even if I've been complaining I can't do this all along. This also has passives and such. Okay, we'll take this to start.
Give me a sec.
I don't know why I don't have...
Okay. What's up?
I don't have the ability to re-roll yet here.
Let me do mine.
That's usually something that's offered early, so I'm not sure why that is.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Oh, I do have it. My bad. I don't like any of it. Because we have all the best stuff. Okay, so we'll take these and salvage.
See ya, Hunter.
The dog is the only one who's going to be coming over here because the others are locked in. Okay, now let's do our yard thing. Well, let's do this thing. Now, just so you know what's going to happen, in case you haven't been following, after our mission, we're gonna do a side mission, and after the side mission, we will be doing a pseudo story mission. So whatever we do here, we want to make sure we have something for the second mission that
should be useful.
That we're sent on. Whether we ask for it or not, it's going to happen. have the utility belt. It's taking how many days out of stock? See, I have somebody. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. And this one's going to take another 2 days. That's pain. That kind of makes sense, though. Because the next time we're going to need something this strong, it's going to be, tomorrow is going to be when we start the research, so in 2 days that research is done. Just gotta kind of keep that in mind when doing these.
This will do nicely.
Okay. Anything else will... we really need to have rain, because we can't make our conjurations over in the cauldron if we don't have enough reagents. And if we don't have enough or the right reagents, it's because we couldn't pick them because there hasn't been any rain.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated.
Okay.
Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
You have your coffee and Stark Drive. Seems like you are all ready for the fight.
It's that old muscle memory. I sit at a bar and I'm naturally ready for fists to start flying. I don't know what it is. People get angry with my face, I guess. Not that I need to worry about it too much right now. I doubt there's any decent bars in Transia.
It makes sense that Lilith would go there. Back to the homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
Lilith does not care about the country or its people. If she could gain power from a desert island, she would go there.
Too bad she doesn't go to a desert island. Transia's nasty this time of year.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
I'm not gonna say any jokes. Not this.
Bye.
You said bye? I didn't even... Oh wow, she just threw me off right away. Okay. Whatever.
Will my Transia ever know peace?
Okay, they're all looking at me. So Transia now becomes the default ones. Protect Hydra device. I love counterattack forces. You know me, I love counterattack forces. We just don't have what we need for that. Hydra data, but we get a lot of swag from it. Of course, that's been unlocked. Summoning circles are good if you have a rune of vertigo to simply chuck one of the Hydra mystics into the pit. So you only have to deal with 2 of them. So I would say counterattack. He's just not counterattack material though. I mean, I like all the others. Well, you know what? If I include his usual non-story mission hand, which includes the 7 Sons of Cinnabis, then we've got something, because It's the area, ones that we really benefit from. I could try that. You get a lot of good stuff from this. Nothing extra. Let's make sure he's got what he needs. Let's see. This is from Story Mission. We don't need astral meditation. I would put another Winds of Watum. A lot of people have this already, but it's free, but it does take up a space. That's good to have. This may not be really necessary. I would just as soon give another Winds of Watum. See, if I had choice, I had 2 of those, 2 Axe of Angaramas. But this current Axe of Angaramas is quick, so it's like, yum. Crimson Bands. Binding someone can be useful. You know, we got a sniper in there. We've got, we usually get some, you know, in the Hydra Mystic. This, I hate to tell you this. I know some people lean on this card, Blessing of the Vishanti. It doesn't do much for me. It really doesn't. I mean, I gave it something impressive if I ever had to use it, but I really don't find it useful because I can get all these things from the other cards and more. So, okay. That's pretty good. That's free. The only thing that doesn't make this free enough for me is that it costs 2 heroism. But he's good. Next, me. And we want one of our specialists in here. So it's either going to be... I really like bringing him to these. Venom and... Actually, Venom and Scarlet Witch and Morbius are excellent for these. Having one of those and Robbie for a leader isn't a bad thing. So, so yeah, I would probably be interested in that. Anything that you can throw their way and make them fight against each other is great. So we do have 2 Chaos Reigns. One of them's a free card. Detonate. Anything that's explosive would be really expand the AOE phenomenally. It's really great and doesn't affect us. So the explosion hits them and doesn't hit us. So you know what? I think I'm bringing her. She's very good for these. Now, we don't need Cursed Effigy. We need an Evil Eye Totem. There's another one, but it's not available. Rune of Vertigo. Oh, we do have Rune of Vertigo. That could have been good for that other one. I was sure we had one that draws 4 cards. Oh, we're totally out. I thought we had one. Oh, good. A utility belt. This is for someone who maybe we didn't get their cards and we really want their cards. You throw that and get 2 of their cards specifically. And I just saw the draw 4 cards. Okay, that is probably all we need for now. As long as this gives us like 2, that's good. I really prefer the other one, the one with the fangs, because the one with the fangs, which we don't have yet, would give us 3 turns, subsequent turns with you know, reinforcements marked automatically, but we can't have everything. Okay, everybody, the Mystics are gonna take care of this. And the more we hit, the merrier it'll be. I only regret we don't have we don't have Venom, because Venom's a lot of fun. The cinematic of him calling new enemies in. He gets pissed off at the keyboard and smacks it. I love that. That's great. Okay, defeat as many enemies as possible. The alarm, set alarm, can be triggered once per turn to bring more enemies into battle. Collect the Never Let Up card from key enemies to preserve your momentum and draw more cards. Defeat at least 12 units. Defeat even more for extra rewards. Now, this is the thing. Never Let Up is a red herring. It is fake. It doesn't preserve anything because it removes the cards you have and replaces them. It doesn't add anything. So we use that to draw, to redraw, and use for extra, an extra move or shove or an extra card. So we use that to redraw or discard.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Let's go.
Now, obviously, we've got a couple of revenants.
They have not lost focus yet.
It's kind of useless to me. See, that's a good example of why we bring this. Because I didn't get anything. There we are.
This shall be of great help.
Meh. They all need heroism. Now let's see, what else do we have? They look like they're mostly pointing to me. There we go. And more the merrier.
The advantage is mine.
Alright. So now we got a little something to play with. You'd think so, but no.
Fear the Scarlet Witch. It was a good try, at least.
This won't end well.
And yeah, I know that they split up, but they split into two smaller
I saw a move
features.
like that once, centuries ago.
Not enough. See, I don't like this. It's not a... This may sound crazy, but it's not enough. If you have AoE stuff, you want this more concentrated so you can grab a lot more of them.
These cretins can't hope to stop you.
Okay, so now, what do we do? Ooh, I don't like that. Gotta take them out, otherwise there's no point. And these guys are way too big. Is this my quick one? Ooh, well, hello there.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight.
That's better.
No mercy, servants of hell.
Yum yum. Oh, see, that's good, and that's a forceful knockback.
Let's give it a go. I truly doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen.
And we might not keep him that way, just so you know. This is nothing compared to what's going on here. So what can we do? See, these characters don't hit as hard. See, this would be nice to have.
You have earned this.
Whatever gets the job done.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, we'll get an extra turn next, and...
This should aid me in my fight.
Really? Let's see, we still had... It does say 100%. But I would like to just weaken the other one, so... What's this one? I don't know if I want to do that. Oh.
By the will of
Where have I seen that before?
I do have a Chaos Reigns. I would like the other one. Select an area, enemies within and attack each other. Overdraw. Oh, on redraw, get a heroism. I kind of like that too. But do we have anything big that's marked? No, we don't. Oh, we have that one. That's not big or marked.
follow my movement. You should really stay down.
Okay. The question is, oh, Cinnabis. No, I thought it was something else. They hit each other pretty hard. I think that would be useful, but we only have one card left. I just hope she hits the other one first. Good.
something.
Oh, good. She's got bleach too. Let's see what we have here. So we got. Oh. It changed its mind, is now pointing to her. Because I think the card actually did direct her to do that. We'll worry about that later. This one is going to lose 200. So whatever they do, it's gonna hopefully does that after they share. Then she'll be knocked out to start. Wow, 40 is nothing for this. Okay. I think for the moment we're good. I mean, we're not good.
Reinforcements inbound.
So she's almost gone. Yay.
We are doing well so far.
Okay, 2 turns remaining.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Okay, well, I would say, Hunter, make it worth our while.
These fools can't handle you.
We don't have too many in the way of marked anymore, do we? Because all the marked ones are gone. Okay, Strange, do it.
Let me show you the extent of my power!
They should have recognized the risk facing a sorceress.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
It's a quick card, what can I say?
You've invoked the wrath of the
It's an honor to see your powers in action, Doctor.
So who's the last one? There's a goof that's connected to them. Where's the goof? So, where's the third one? I know they connected to one of these things. Oh, this one. Oh, no problem. Oh, you're so lucky. But, so how does the hex field work? Okay, Okay. I never thought of that. I suppose I could do that too. Hey, Hunter? Hunter? Here. Don't have to worry about them anymore. It's a free card. We don't have enough heroism. Well, we could use her for something else now. Say, for instance, Wanda goes over here. Oh, we have to discard something. I don't get paid enough for this. Oh, we have to do a little bit more.
Target's moving.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, you want to do something with that thing. Okay, let's see now. What else do we have? Can't shove anymore. We have a bunch of little things. So we are going to get nipped a bit. We've got 2 that are going to... 3 that are going to hurt her. Not happy about that. I really did want to use Chaos Reigns. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 are gonna hit her, and 1's gonna hit Strange. That is bizarre, and I'm not happy about that. Question is, do I do that? I don't think it's gonna... Well, it's reduced. I really don't have a lot of good stuff here. Oh well. Well, let's see what happens. If 2 of them are weak, maybe it's not so bad.
Until the end.
That's weak?
That's not enough.
Oh, that weak is very mildly weak.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
A couple of little dogs. Teeny guys.
They have not lost interest.
All is well for the moment.
Final turn.
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
I know. Do we have any more explosives? I don't think we have explosives anymore. I think that was our last. Oh no, that's not true. We have all the others. So if you do this and, you know. Ah, delicious.
I'll put an end to this. Don't mess with me.
Okay.
Watch and learn. A gift from ancient traditions.
Now let's see what we can do with that. There'll be an enhancement here, which means it's going to be forceful knockback. That's one of the interesting things about that card is it doesn't take away from it. It doesn't require heroism. It just enhances because we have heroism. Let's see. You had also Chaos Reigns. I love a good Chaos Reigns. Watch the fun.
Not bad.
I didn't think it was gonna lifesteal, but still. Kind of annoying. So what else we have here? This guy. See, that's down to knockback.
It is the least I can do.
136. Who's got the bigger one? Let's go to finale, but I don't want to do that just yet. Let's see what we can do with our
A moment of preparation.
Let's get the quick cards out.
That's an interesting technique.
Okay, obviously this wasn't my fight because it's not really going anywhere. In any direction, really?
You're not going. Don't feel bad. You're not ready for me yet.
Uh-huh. It's not enough. And it's not free. But I do have a free card. for what it's worth.
The advantage is mine.
You know me, I'm sentimental, and I could see right here that we've got mentor and disciple together. We'll have 3 left. Are you kidding? I'm sorry. The mentor's gonna have to wait. I mean, the disciple's gonna have to wait. It's gonna be us.
By all powers.
I knew we could do it.
Ha ha. Now, yeah, I get it that maybe it would have been nice to have this hit the button a final time, but let's be real here. We did take out 28 enemies. So we actually passed their max, and we didn't have to do that. So there. Wait a minute. Is there something else here? No, there's nobody else here. So end of turn. Delicious.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Show me that swag. Lots of swag. Mm-hmm. If we needed these things, well, you know, we could always use credits. Now, let's... Interesting. I do like those colors, though. Get some interesting colors. Let's do that. Get the graphics off, get them together. Okay. That never works. Every time I have it with the Axe of Angaramas, the axe disappears. See that? It disappears on me, and when I take the picture. Where's that pose? All right. I don't know if that's exactly the pose I'd want for her. She doesn't have good standing poses of her stuff. It's a bit lacking. I think I would take the hunter out. This would be a good picture. With the two of them, I would say this would be a nice picture for either of their rooms, since they're, you know, she's his disciple. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see what we could do in effects. I don't know if I do that. I'm wondering if it's better suited to the kind of backdrop. I do like this backdrop. I think it's this one over here. If it's lower though, you can see the spell better, so I'll do that. I think that would be great for them. Well, we know sorry, that there's going to be a nice hunt going on. If it is, then that's something we have to do first. Let me take a look. Everything's going well. Oh great, now it's raining. That's gonna be a busy night, let me tell you. So it's raining. There's gonna be... We have to meet, oh, there's a book club tonight? Oh my goodness. So we have to read the book club. I said I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna do it. So this is a jam-packed night, right?
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Okay, so you've got a jam-packed night. You've got book club. You obviously don't have.
How's it going?
We obviously don't have friendship night.
How's it going?
Okay, what do we have? Where does Strange go? Oh, he's working over there. So I'm sure he'll check in. We'll check in with him because he was in this mission.
Our powers combined shook Hydra's foundations.
Now let's see. Where is Wanda? Because we want her to say something too. Yeah. Some of them like to work out afterward to kind of get the rest of the energy out.
I've missed being on the right side of the midnight suns.
Next. The book! The Spacey Wacy book! That Wolverine wanted, Wolverine picked for us. We read it already. Did we read it already? The Lost Queen of Deimos? This is gonna be fun, though. I love putting the voices together, so let's do this. Okay, so this is one of those crazy Flash Gordon goldfish bowl helmet kind of things. So, okay. Chapter 9, Escape to the Golden Wastes. Let me bring the music down a little bit. Okay. Princess Anila paced atop the dune's crest, her sapphire carapace in stark contrast to the ochre sand. It's no use, Crash. The moment the council crowns me queen, Deimos and Phobos go to war. Crash activated Romut's built-in these crazy words, spectrometron, and scanned the barren landscape for any sign of pursuit. The Zorgots will never allow it, Crash said as the Matron chirped and warbled. They rely on Martian hyper-ore to power their fleets. Satisfied they were alone, Crash dialed up shelter and hidden on Romet's control box. Had I known the history of the Star Scepter, I never would have returned it to your moon. Princess Anila turned to him, most of her eyes afire in the light of the setting sun. After the catastrophe on Venus, none could doubt your word, she finally said. And how were you to know our history? The theft of the Star Scepter robbed the Solar Kings of their power and led to the ceasefire with Phobos. Now, because of a loophole in an ancient treaty, the Council misused the Star Scepter to crown me the first Solar Queen of Deimos. As soon as that happens, the ceasefire ends. She sighed. I have never felt so lost. Good thing you aren't, Princess, Crash smiled as Romet swiveled east, electro tail spinning rapidly. There's shelter for the night, 3 decamiles that way. The princess turned briskly and worked her way down. We should hurry. The sand moths are hungry at night. Chapter 16. The Deimosian Standoff. Well, Glaxogorp raised a gloved hand and snapped, Zorg troopers, leave us! The Emerald Guard kept their prisma bows trained on Crash. Glaxogorp's tone softened. Crash Morgan's vows are sacrosanct. My safety is guaranteed. Yours is not. Please, my loyal guards, allow me to save your lives for once. Crash kept the Hydra gun trained on Glaxogorp until the Zorg troopers departed the fly pod. Pilot, I'm new in your town. Your monoculus is a striking landmark. I'd like to see it from every angle. Princess Anila, still disguised as the pod pilot, ignited the fly pod's blast conduit. As she bobbed it skillfully along the sky traffic of the Deimosian capital, she slid a prehensile ear below the passenger isolation field. Defiance is meaningless, she heard Glaxogorp say. War disrupts the flow of hyper-ore to Zorgot. Having weighed all options, the Grand Hegemons left me with 2. Ensure Princess Anila is crowned queen, at which point her Majesty cedes her entire government to Zorgot rule. If she refuses to appear or refuses to cede control, the Zorgot blockade remains until the Sapphire Legion arrives to pacify the entire moon. Crash waved away the Judiciator's argument. What if there was a third option? Fair warning, it is somewhat unconventional. Glaxogorp narrowed his eye stalks. I'm listening. Chapter 25. The Antechamber of Destiny. Within the monocular vestibule, the princess who would be queen sat next to the unmoving Crash suit. Magnum manacles bound the wrist. Its helmet remained as bronze as the clamshell exterior. The suit's occupant did not stir. She scowled. This will never work, Glaxogorp. Zorgot's premier Judiciator adjusted the gray piping on his emerald vac uniform. But you know it must to ensure the peace, Princess Anila. He noted her tails, twitching in frustration. Do not betray yourself to the Deimos Council. Any disruption will lead to the Sapphire Legion. This goes against everything I was raised to believe. Zorgot paused. I understand your reservation, but you know this is best for all parties, he smiled sadly, glancing at the bronze suit. Except for one. The Deimosian princess spoke quietly but firmly. Crash Morgan does not deserve this fate. Perhaps not, but one must live to learn with what fate provides. 3 lights appeared on the door to the council chambers. As must we all. In one smooth motion, he lifted the Crash suit and placed it carefully over his shoulder. After you, Princess. And that is our excerpt. Now, let's face that music. We got a lot going tonight with our friend Blade. So first it's going to be this. That's why the people who are lit up here are members of book club, right? So let's get this going.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
Well, we did
Let's
our
get
homework.
moving.
Okay. So everybody else wants to say something first?
Yeah, my plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Have my punch, jeez, dude.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
Now, Cap, do you have anything to say? You're very quiet. Nope, he has nothing.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out.
He's here for the snacks, you know that. Cap, how come you absolutely have nothing to say about this, no?
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
Yeah, I know. I did last minute too.
I'm good if you are.
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
I did not pay much attention to that part.
How can you not appreciate the doomed romance between Crash Morgan and Princess Anilla?
Easy. You root for the Zorgot commander.
Should have known you'd be a Glaxocorp fan. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxogorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydra gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like...
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch.
Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
It is obvious. They put her in Crash's suit.
Exactly. Crash won't need it to survive because they're within the bubble city. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's Zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp.
Oh, okay.
Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
Finally, something to say, huh, Steve?
I almost wish this book was a comic instead.
Yay.
I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
It certainly was more fun.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I enjoyed some of it, despite the drawbacks.
Oh, like what?
The punch. That wretched bowl of candied bile stains everything it touches. Fruit chunks bobbing like bloated carcasses. Blade, it haunts my dreams.
Don't let Sarah hear you say that. It's her recipe.
I know. Truly, its only unnatural aspect is the color. If not for the fruit, it would be misconstrued as the paint from a fire engine.
Fancy words. Sounds like you joined a book club. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
She could kick your ass. Oh, see?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's what I thought.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, Hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You are no fun.
And you knew that.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You headed out?
Oh, yeah.
I am taking off.
Peace.
Okay, this is Wolverine's story, so... I don't know. Do this and we could salvage it. We already have one we use. And salvage that. There's a lot going on still. Didn't we have a fight tonight? Hey.
You got any chocolate? We feel a craving coming on.
Didn't get any free gifts today. Okay, well, you know, I realize he isn't even.
Destiny tips its balance toward us.
I do not think there is a single spell you are unfamiliar with.
You honor me with your compliment.
He isn't even legendary yet, which is pretty amazing, because he used to be the first one of my groups, usually, but again, they're right, we haven't taken him into many hangouts. Now, I was sure, weren't we supposed to have a hunting tonight? I'm not seeing that. First things first, friends. Look, everything's back. Well, my first thing is going to look for that which brings me all the most wonderful combat items in the cauldron. The Black Trumpet. I am owed. So I'm seeing 6 so far. Seven. I don't know how long it's been. We're seeing 7 black trumpets in this location alone. 8. Okay. Oh, come on, you guys are no fair. See, now I'm confused. I confused this with my other, I don't know why, but I confused this with my other, campaign where I'm close to getting that crazy suit. It's got nothing to do with this. But, sorry. There's always something to do. Well, this makes up for it, right? Go. Another night. Let me see what we have in. Okay. Nothing to offer. I don't think I've ever had a game where I was so grateful when it rained. Okay, let's look for more black trumpets in this area. Nine, 10. Yay. Not complaining. I'm just doing partial. I'm not gonna go everywhere. Because the next night is going to be... The next night is going to have Wondergore Everblooms, so we're gonna be in other areas, so we can pick stuff then. And hopefully, our friend is gonna be in among those available for friendship hangout. We can finally get him legendary. That's probably why they're doing that. What do we have here in... Oh, Bloodgate. Okay, that tells me across the bridge here. See if there's anything over here. Oh, there's some... Great. Nothing. Okay, so we'll go across the bridge. Check our free chest. Okay. Useful. Not something I'll salvage. Uh-oh. You know what? There is no end, because I guess the stream decided to cut out when it transmitted over to Twitch, so there is no arriving in the Abbey in my bedroom. So I'm just going to say right here, thank you for watching, and take care.